Hola, hola, wonderful people. Welcome to the MMT live and free YouTube stream. I hope you are all doing well. Maybe if I can ask you for a quick feedback on the video, on the sound, if everything is okay. I'll wait for a few seconds to get everybody in, then we can talk about Bitcoin. I think everybody is here for that. What a haircut. Oh, Michael. Thank you, Bruda. Thank you. Let's see if we can get some YouTube channel for the FOMC live. Okay. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. Okay, so yeah, FOMC statement is about half an hour. Then we got the press conference after that. So in 1 hour, we'll see if something major happens or not. I mean, a lot of people are excited for this FOMC, so we'll see. Sometimes when an event is overhyped, usually it doesn't matter, and the price just did its job before FOMC, but we'll see this time what happens. So looks like thumbs up from Jam. Hello, Jam. Hello. Michael also with us. Okay, so I think we can start. Guys, at the beginning, if you like what I'm talking about, if you like everything that we do, please reshare the YouTube video or Twitter video or from wherever you are watching us. Give us some likes, some reshares, follows, and so on and so on. So yeah, but I will slowly begin. For everybody, again, during the session, if somebody has any questions, let me know. I'll be gladly answering them. But yeah, let's start, guys. Let's start. So usually how we do this, as you know, we like to look at past history. We like to check the higher time frame just so we can get some context and just be a little bit more ready for FOMC once the press conference, once FOMC statements comes out. Okay, yeah, that's it. So we'll go on the hard time frame. We'll do a little bit of that price action analysis, and this is again something you have to kind of have. You have to dissect the price action before you go into the order flow. This is what we do inside the MMT. If you did not know yet, if you are an MMT Pro user, you are also, you have also rights to enter the MMT Academy. So guys, whoever has a sub for MMT Pro can also have, now you can actually have the MMT Academy also with that. It comes with the subscription. If you do not have these channels open, you can go into the browse channels and you can just type, let's say, Academy, and then you can filter out which channels you want to see, which channels you don't want to see. So if you are not seeing, if you are an MMT Pro user, then you do not see the MMT Academy part, you can go, as I mentioned, into the browse channels, and then you can click up all the channels you want to see. But yeah, this is a cool new feature from MMT. So you have the tools, you have us to guide you, to help you, to educate you. So yeah, as I mentioned on Twitter, like MMT trading ecosystem, you have it all here. So pretty nice and fancy. Bruno, welcome. But yeah, let's see what price has in store for us, where we actually were. So again, first thing you want to know about price is where the volume is, where the value areas are. This is for me not a mini range anymore, but this was a nice range and we are still inside that range. So again, as been pointed out, you had some fake outs of this range, some deviations, but now you're just ranging inside that area. Now, value area was, of course, support. That was also mentioned inside Discord. We had a ton of liquidity here. So a lot of inner lows, first low, second low, third low. So you had a lot of higher lows, and that gave to big players lots and lots of liquidity where they can add to their positions or just close shorts. If they were short from the highs, they could close their positions with those stop losses and so on. So you had a lot of limits. You had a lot of volume here. Yeah, for now looks like value area hold it. And now the key major resistance is the range point of control. So we have three major volume areas. So first volume area is this one, consists of these three nice juicy looking ticks. We can also maybe lower the tick size here. Let me go with 15. Yeah, this is much better, much cleaner. The current resistance is, of course, our point of control of the range, which is looking pretty nice. And the third region where we got, again, next resistance, which we already had resistance, were these two juicy looking volume ticks, high volume ticks. Great, this requires the same email on MMT and Discord. Yeah, you can have the same email, yeah. If you, I don't know with which email you're logged in Discord, but yeah, I think you can get it with the same email, yeah. I think. Yeah, so these are main key volume zones. Again, value area high, value area low. This was already provided as support. Now, will the price come back up higher to the value area high? This is a potential trade. Again, we are talking about paper money. Potential short trade if we come back inside, if we tap the value area high, maybe go back to the point of control, look for potential longs, and look for a potential move to the upside. For now, these three areas are, for me, key regions, and this is why I will have them marked on my chart. And let's check out some lower time frames. Daily imbalance already cleared out here. Daily imbalance, we got some higher, so there is a potential move that we come back inside the daily imbalance zone, which still was not filled. We filled it 50%, and that was kind of it. We tapped the high volume region, and yeah, bye Bitcoin from there. So there is still a daily imbalance above to fill. If price wants to move up higher, you have some inefficiencies here. So if we do something like this again, maybe a quick SFP, if there will be some liquidity here formed, and then potentially move to the downside, maybe not even go back to the value area high. So this is kind of one idea. First, you have to have some ideas, then we can find some real major levels, confluence. If you like the ideas, you dive in deeper, find some confluences, and find something that will match what and why you're actually looking for that price action to form, as you wish the price action to form like that. 12 hourly, I like to go over a few time frames. If you didn't know, MMT as from last week or 2 weeks ago made an update. You have now custom time frames, which is actually something I was really excited about, because I use a lot of these kind of time frames that most people don't use: 8 hourly, 12 hourly, 3-minute time frame, 2 hourly time frame. These are all the juicy ones that I love to use. From the perspective, we have here 12 hourly order block, which is pretty nice, was decent support at that time. This high volume region I will delete. Why? Because it was already chopped out a few times, but instead of that we got another 12 hourly order block formed as support. So we'll see. I will leave these two areas here. We can also check then some basic stuff. What I like to do is, again, just use basic stuff like trend lines, channels, patterns. All of those things are pretty awesome. If you didn't know, on Twitter also why I check these patterns is because patterns give you an idea where liquidity lies. So here we will check out my profile just quickly and I will show you something. I will show you guys something why you have to check it out. So here it was. Can't believe. Will it be finally a real breakout or another classic fake out? I was pointing out in Discord you had I was pinpointing that liquidity down, and that liquidity, maybe I can find it in Discord. Give me just a second. I'll try to look it up. But this was a fantastic fake out from the head and shoulders pattern. Really fantastico. Let me just check it out. Where was it? Here it is. Yeah. Yeah, a bit ugly still. Head and shoulders fake out, take liquidity is possible, and this was that liquidity below, where we also had the value area low as confluence, enormous amount of spot liquidity, enormous amount of futures, stop losses, liquidations, aggressive shorts. You had it all at this low. It was pretty perfect with the confluence of the head and shoulders pattern faking out of the neckline. This was pretty awesome. And yeah, what happened was you got the fake out, you took the lower liquidity of the inner range, you took all of that inner range liquidity, enormous amount, took that out, came back tested the neckline, and just pushed from there up. Here you have also images from the volume, like nasty volume. Then you got supports from limits, just absorbing those cells. Like, this is what you want to see at the lows, and this was pretty fantastic. Again, guys, whoever joined the stream, if you have any questions, let me know. I'm here to answer all your prayers and answers, questions, sorry. Okay, enough of me talking, bragging like an ordinary trader, but let's check out what's actually here on the chart, what's lining up. 6 hourly order block, this was pretty much already back tested. 4 hourly, nothing major. I think on the 1 hourly time frame we had something, but I'll check it out just now. 1 hourly order block is currently support. This is the 1 hourly. You had ugly wicks, probably. Even if you wanted to enter this 1 hourly order block, you would probably get stopped out. Also 1 hourly order block was here, pretty nice support all the time. Everything was posted in Discord, so also the 4 hourlies, the 1 hourlies, this was pretty nice. Nice trading here. Okay, I think that's it. Let's check out the lower time frame. If you have some backtest scenarios for some shorts before FOMC, we'll check out also volume before FOMC just to see what's happening. 15-minute, 5-minute. No, there's actually nothing interesting on the 5-minute chart. Nothing into do higher time frame order block hold more weight. They should. In most cases they do. In most cases, if it's a higher time frame, usually they're also large. You have to have bigger invalidation. That's why I usually look for, let's say, higher time frame order blocks as kind of key support resistance areas. but then you have to go deep into the order block and find some mini lower time frame order blocks inside the big order block with some other confluence where volume lies, where liquidity lies, all the confluences you can come up with to identify a nicer, smaller region that you can enter your trade with a smaller invalidation. Or most of the time what I do, let's say this is the 12-hourly order block at the lows. What I mostly do on higher time frame order blocks with bigger invalidation is wait, get the reaction. You see everything nicely sorted on order flow, everything you wanted to see. Then you let the price chill out. Then you let the price, let's say, consolidate. Usually you get some sort of new order blocks formed. Let's say here we form a new order block and you have a smaller invalidation. You don't have here this amount, but you have a smaller invalidation. And then you wait just for that back test, look for other confluences again. Is the CVD bullish? Are you getting some support? Are you getting absorption? Is the order book filled? And so on and so on. Then you look for that entry and you have a smaller invalidation. You already had that bigger move. You know it's already confirmed support, the bigger order block. Then you can have more confidence entering that lower time frame order block. So this is mainly how I use order blocks. Okay, let's see which one is this. Is my brush. Let's delete these brushes. Okay, like this, so we have a clean chart. For now, I'm not seeing anything, honestly. On the 5-minute, 50-minute time frame, there is nothing I would trade, honestly. You still have a lot of liquidity. This is one area you would like to see, but this was already also SFP before the big pump. So there is, I mean, there is still some liquidity resting here, but it was already a little bit of that was already taken out. 150-minute order block is here below, but we already have the 12-hourly order block here. We'll see once the price comes, hopefully on the session, and we can try to find some other confluences. But that's actually it from order flow. Let's go and now check where we have some naked volume. Do we have some naked volume? Yes, please, let's check it out. We'll lower this to maybe 5K. Yeah, sehr gut. We'll use the delta for now. Delta is okay. Standard deviation. Let's go with standard. Yeah, nothing major on the delta profile. We'll have a little bigger this volume value area. I don't need. I need to extend my point of controls. You can also aggregate this if you did not know. You can aggregate the whole volume on these profiles. Really good and juicy. Okay, I don't know why it's not showing now. Let's refresh the chart. Let's save it, refresh it. Do I have time frame? Okay, guys, again, if you have any questions, I'm here, as I mentioned, to answer all your questions. I just wanted to go back and mark on this chart my 12-hourly order blocks. One was here and one is lower, that's already marked. Okay, we'll go on a 30-minute time frame. This is a trend line I had lining up here, and now we can check out the volume profiles. So you can see where the current today's daily point of control is, where current volume is also. You have a nice value high of the current day, nice high volume node, which is actually almost the same as the point of control that is the point of control now. So if we get back up to that high volume node, there is a potential lower high here that we can potentially trade. We'll check that out once the price comes back here. I'll just mark it up, but that's kind of it. The rest is patient. What I also mentioned in Discord today is on news events like FOMC and CPI and so on and so on. Usually want to be in a trade before the event. And once the event happens, I usually wait a few hours for the price to consolidate, just the price, let the price rest and reveal its hands. It's that simple. You don't have to trade on FOMC events. I mostly do not. If I really see a nice trigger, I will take it, but mostly trying to stay away from that. So we'll mark this as the high volume node. We got the point of control. We got the naked point of control volume 1 still at the low, which is also the same volume point of control as the day before that. So we had 2-day volumes stuck in the same area. So this could be a nice area, especially we'll check out the delta here. Maybe we can check it out now quickly. If it's a lot of negative delta, then you know there are a lot of shorts, usually a lot of shorts. I mean, where there's negative delta, you got usually profit taking from longs, or you got a lot of shorts that were piling up here. We'll take a look and see what the delta consists. This is nice. This is a nice feature from the volume profile. Did you have a separate delta? Okay, so you can see where we had a lot of positive delta in this region where we got the 12-hourly order block. So now and at the lows you have like that negative delta that probably a lot of people already got flushed out of, topped out. And you can see a lot of that negative delta was already created here. The price reversed into that negative delta area, where probably a lot of those shorts that were still trapped in their trades probably went and closed their positions at break even or at a small loss, and that can also provide a reversal point, a reversal trigger on the price. And in this case, it did. You went down. Probably a lot of people flushed their positions, stopped. Close their positions, and provided again a closed short position is again a long market trade, and this can provide you the reversal point we were waiting for. So actually, yeah, you have a lot of positive delta at the highs. At the lows you saw the negative delta, but in this middle range where you got the point of control, you got a lot of positive delta, and that positive delta is again, it was that a big buyer here. Did he take profits here? Like, everything depends. If the price reverses back down, will he support his positions? Will he defend his positions? Try to accumulate more. Maybe he took profits, trying to accumulate here more and push the price higher. Or in that case, if the positive delta is lost, then I think we can go a little bit lower here on the price, I think, because that means a lot of positive delta will be trapped if you go below the 12-hourly order block, and that might escalate, and a lot of people might start closing their longs. Again, closing longs, market short, just escalating the move to the downside. And we got a nice liquidity here again. We got higher lows, so we got still some liquidity here, I think. But yeah, that's kind of the idea here, where we have some key levels. Cat Patrol, good day, good day. Okay, we got at the lows here, we got the weekly open. And we got the lower liquidity still here. We got these two lower, almost equal lows. So yeah, pretty much if we probably lose the 12-hourly order block and close some 4-hourly candles here below, I think we might start reversing back down to get the next liquidity pool. And then will that next liquidity pool provide the bounce? We will see at that moment once the price hits those levels. We got the weekly VWAP here. Okay, so we got some confluences around this 12 hourly. We got the point of controls just below it. So a quick wick to the downside would not hurt. So let's say go back lower, take this liquidity, reject from the point of control, quick wick down, take out the naked point of control, hold the 12 hourly, don't get any major high time frame candle closes here, and then potentially we might reverse back up, keeping the market structure intact, higher lows, and so on and so on. This is kind of what we see from the price action. This is something that might happen. For the upside, as I mentioned, if it does pump, we got a lot of liquidity here, and I think that we might just keep slowly pushing back up to the 95k region. We got some high volume also here at the 91.5. We'll talk about that later on. But yeah, this is kind of what we have for support, resistance. Yeah, let's mark out, or we don't have to, we can put this on the chart. We are still holding the naked, we are still holding the daily point of control, so the volume is still bullish. Good evening, Alien Algo. Let's see FOMC, what FOMC has to say. FOMC. I got here something. Looks like still everybody is waiting for FOMC.
2 minutes and 53 seconds.
Yeah.
Until we get the update from the Fed. Now,
2 minutes.
I think it's going to appear on their site.
Let's see what's happening on the order flow. I know that's what you are all waiting for. Of course, order flow is always king. Yeah, we picked a lot of longs. At the current today's high, you had a lot of positive delta, a lot of longs entering right into limits, and right at a high, you had the most positive delta that you had like in this move to the upside. So a lot of longs puked instantly, puked. They got flushed instantly. Open interest is steadily, like just ranging here, nothing special. We got some limit support from this. Less than 2 minutes, guys. So as I mentioned, the point of control is still kind of holding us as support from today's profile. I don't want to lose this, because if we lose this, we'll probably start hunting that liquidity and probably coming back. You can see also here you got a gap in volume. So yeah, this might instantly wick down to the naked point of control. So we'll monitor that. Spot also nothing big for now. At the highs, you had some nice distribution. Here 30 Bitcoin, at the highs 20, 15. You got some distribution, but at the first high you had more distribution. As far as I know, yeah, you had here just every high, lots and lots of distribution. And if you saw my last post, Coinbase is kind of Coinbase has the most positive delta. But if somebody does not see the order book, you can see here a lot of limits, a lot of distribution from spot. So somebody is selling with limits their spot positions. So this you can say this is kind of, if you're just looking volume, you could say this is bullish. For me, this is major distribution of spot. For me, this is not that bullish, just in my opinion. But we'll see how this ends up playing. Okay, we got 1 minute. Also here at this high, you had like those distribution from spot, a lot of positive delta, and then just price went down. Will we now fill again, or is this it? Did they fill the amount they wanted and our price will go down? We'll see. But here is again a previous example of this same limits. You can see here.
Supposedly it should be out any moment.
Okay, let's see.
Supposedly, I don't see anything on the page yet. How about this page? Not that one. How about this one? How about news and events press releases? There's nothing there on the press releases. let's go back here.
Still nothing.
The breaking news, it's right here. It's right here. Statement.
Okay.
What does it say?
What's happening on the
The
Bitcoin chart?
page no longer exists. Why does it no longer exist? Here we go. Blah, 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 blah. No change on interest rates. Breaking news.
No change.
In support of its goals, the committee decided to maintain the target range for the
So no raise in interest rates and no low.
No change.
So no change. Nothing major. As I mentioned to you, like some FOMC news are just overrated. Why? Because you can provide that hype, and a lot of people are like, let's say this is bullish. We went up on the event. A lot of people, as I mentioned, bought into limits. They distributed spot. They just used the hype. You saw the major open interest here. A lot of people got filled here with shorts. A lot of spot has been distributed. I mean, in my opinion, just my directional bias is that we go a little bit lower now. Was this just a big distribution phase, just a big distribution step? We'll see. But again, I'm not touching this. As I said, FOMC, I usually don't like to trade, but I will trade if you come back to the point of control. I will try to get a potential long. For now, this is pretty much it. Nothing special from here. Let's see what happens. 888. So the price is peaking a little bit. As I mentioned, this like the FOMC was overhyped in my opinion. They use that to distribute now. Maybe it will just flash a little bit, just take the inner liquidity and then pump back up. But we'll see about that. I'm kind of biased to go a little bit lower, but we'll see. I mean, we cannot trade from bias. I'm just still waiting for the areas to be hit. So if I'm wrong, if I'm not, I don't care. I'm still just waiting for areas to be hit. Let's see if we do have something else. Do we have some aggression here? Just some people closing positions. So you can see here a lot of longs being stopped out, or some longs taking profits or closing their positions. So maybe they were thinking that FOMC would have, I don't know, cut interest rates. People will get more money, buy into stocks, price will pump, blah, blah, blah. That wasn't the case, and they closed. You can see a massive amounts of longs here. Close with open interest going down. Of course, negative delta, because again, as I mentioned, close the long, you have a market short with open interest down. So let's see. A lot of volume puked here. Honestly, a lot of negative delta puked here. Sell side, nothing interesting. Okay, so the price is moving. Let's see the inverse, nothing special with volume. But that's it, honestly. That's it. Point of control is still holding. Daily open was flushed. So all in all, the value area low is lowering. Why? Because the volume is again pumping at the low of the range. So of course the value area will move with that. Spot wise, it's kind of it. The Kraken, what's Kraken doing? Kraken also, you can see distribution at the highs. Again, had also nice limits, distributed 20, 50 Bitcoin distributed. So you can see at each high you had a limit. You can see the positive delta, again, distribution from spot, also from Kraken. also from Kraken side. So that's why I'm kind of biased to go a little bit lower. We'll see if I'm right. I don't care if I'm right. I just care about my lovely areas and my lovely money, my profitas. Seems laws of manipulation more and more. I mean, you could say it's manipulation, but it's if you can read it with them, it's not. I mean, you can follow what they're doing. You can obviously see what they're doing, what they want, and yeah. If they would somehow, if I somehow didn't have order flow, then okay, it would be done. It would be done everything in secret. But I can see what they're doing, so actually you can let's say manipulate the price with them. But it's again just distribution and accumulation phases. That's the short answer to every move. In every move there is some big player that's buying, and in the other move there's some big player that's trying to sell, and for that you need volume, you need to create ranges, you need like yeah, I wouldn't say manipulation, it's just how market works. Okay, so that's kind of it from FOMC. As I mentioned, I kind of had a hunch that it was a little bit overhyped. Wherever I saw on Twitter, there was just FOMC, FOMC, FOMC. Yeah, let's see how the indicator shows order books. Is there some major resistance that is on the lower threshold? Let's refresh this. Yeah, no support from order books, no resistance from order books. There is some, as I mentioned, on Coinbase, but that's nicely distributed with small amounts. There's not a big position, like let's say I want to distribute 500 in one limit, but there are a few 20, 30, 40, 20, 10 worth of limits. So this is, I haven't seen honestly anybody posting about that Coinbase distribution phase. Everybody is posting on Twitter how Coinbase is bullish, that positive delta, blah blah blah. Like if you do not dive deeper, you actually from volume, just from that indicator, volume indicator, let's say, just from this indicator, you honestly cannot know what's vibing, what's actually happening inside. Is there distribution, is there accumulation? You need CVD, you need other indicators to just to dissect what is actually happening on the chart. And I see a lot of people are just using the indicator for volume, and for them it's bullish. Like, whoa, nice positive delta, we got spot backing us up, but the real thing is the contrary. So counter to what they think is happening. So we got some limits here, waiting for the SFP of these three lows. You can see a lot of people, maybe I would say these are potentially stop losses because they are just below the lows, or we'll see from open interest if they get filled, if we even get that low. Will they get open interest pump, or will they just be stop losses or some shorts taking profits? Guys, again, if you have any questions, let me know. Then at the end, I will create a quick recap of the price that we did at the beginning. So if somebody missed it, I'll show you the areas that I'm currently looking on for the Bitcoin price. Yeah. Guys, pump up the likes. That's what I forgot. Pump up the likes. If you like the session so far, pump up the likes, retweet, reshare. I don't know what else is there. Follow, and so on and so on. And while we'll see, the FOMC price is still in 20 minutes. There is still something I wanted to mention that I did mention on the beginning of the session. For every MMT Pro user, now the Academy is included in that subscription. So I'm really excited. We have a ton of people in the chats in the group. Michael and me are the coaches in the MMT Academy. Again, if somebody has an MMT Pro subscription, they can also see the MMT Academy channels. If you do not see them, check the browse channels. Again, open Academy, and then you can add those channels inside your Discord, and you will see them. So this is Michael's channel, my channel, where I post my findings or my trades and so on and so on. And we also have the Academy. Nice profitos made today by Andrea. Yeah. We try to crush the charts. We try to predict. We try to trade together. We are basically an MMT trading ecosystem, and we try to be like a big family. Just somebody sees this, somebody sees this. We try to create a plan together for the day. If somebody sees something that I don't see, they posted an Academy chart. If Michael sees something that I don't see, he also trades metal, silver. Also, not long ago, Hyperliquid XYZ has been added, where we have like stocks, you have Google, you have silver, you have gold, and we can trade that. You have footprints, you have charts for that. You can use volume indicators on that. And Michael has been pretty successful with this. You can see TP's locked and so on and so on. So a lot of things are going on in MMT. So stay tuned. Don't miss out. Andrea is here. Yeah. Welcome. Do you think there will be a relief rally to 100K or so in the next few weeks? Yeah, that's a good question. Might be. Honestly, I am trading this level by level. So as I mentioned, my first level is 91.5K. Next region is the 95K region. If we go higher, we will go higher. But for now, I did not do any TA on the higher time frame. Once we get a push to this level, I will prepare myself for higher levels. And that's like, once a level touches, I found a higher level. Once that level touches, or we come near that level, I found upper levels, and so on and so on. If something is really, really obvious, then yeah, if you check out the daily time frame, if there is something obvious that you like, really high, then you mark that, you mark the lower regions, you mark everything up, and then you make a plan. But for now, 100K is very optimistic, but it might happen. 100K is still a psychological level, a lot of liquidity is still there. And yeah, we might come back at some point of time to that 100K area. But first area that I really like is, again, this 95K region with potential a little wick, similar as the lower part. Come back to the daily point of control, a little wick, but no high time frame closes, no 4-hourly closes below the 12-hourly order block. Same goes for the upside. You have a lot of liquidity still here resting, and there is a potential chance of that liquidity grab and then keeping the order block as resistance, and then the price might reject, reverse, and we can have a trade. This is just the plan for this week, let's say. Next week, I'm a day trader, I'm not a swing trader, so I'm not looking at where the price will be in a half a year, or the price will be in 1 minute. I'm not a scalper. I have been a scalper. It's really stressful. It takes you a lot of time, a lot of patience. With day trading, it's the most stress-free trading, and it suits me with my lifestyle. I like to train, I like to hang out with friends outside and just enjoy the life, and day trading is key for that if you want. Or if you have as a scalper routine, you can have like a routine, a strategy where you trade 1 hour a day, take the profits, take the losses, and see you next day. So everything comes to routine, strategies, and how you prefer to trade. How I make my money is with day trading. So this is what I'm sticking to. This is what I'm good at. Sometimes when a scalp is provided. I take it if it's really good. If I'm really at the computer, I give it a shot. Why not? If you get the confluences. But other than that, yeah, the day trading is my main key. How many trades? Depends. Troll, depends. If it's a good volatile day, in a really, really good day, maybe 3 or 4, maybe max 5. But usually, let's say 1 or 2 trades a day. If there's no volatility, then you won't see me at the chart. I just set my alerts, and until the alerts are broken or triggered, I don't care what's happening in that small choppy range. I don't care. I'll just go out, go on my bike, and just enjoy nature. And like that's the whole point. You want to trade. You know your levels. You know your successful rate at those levels. You believe in them. You have statistics backing you up. And then just you put the alerts. Once the alerts are hit, go on the order flow. If everything is good, take the trade. Goodbye. Stop loss. Bye-bye. That's it. That's what you want in trading. I mean, if you're a gambler and you like casinos and you like spending 5 hours, 10 hours a day in the casino, then yeah, also those guys will also be at the charts trading 10 hours a day because they get obsessed, they lose money, they lose the patient, and then they do bad trading, and that's something you don't want to do. I can't have access to MMT Academy. Gomez, if you have the MMT Pro sub, then you should have. If you do not have the channels shown, and if you try to also browse channels and you do not see them there, then you can just tag CapTrack in general chat and he will guide you to, or write him a DM and he will help you out. So everything will be sorted. Can you explain your day trade strategies? Oh, Sabadia, where should I start? It's not just one trade. It's not just one strategy. It's a whole bunch of confluences. Sometimes it may be an anchored VWAP, just a simple anchored VWAP. Sometimes it may be a good order block. Sometimes it may be a good volume area. Sometimes I just see something good on the footprints, a lot of aggressive shorts. I want the price to pump, and the price, let's say in my past history, I saw a lot of times price will pump from when I see something and I enter the trade. So it's not just on one trading strategy, but it's based on many trading strategies. Price action, context, what's the belief of other traders, patterns, where the liquidity lies, and so on and so on. It's a lot of things, but if you will be in Academy, if you check out the Academy, I'm always there. I'm there when something happens, and you can learn from that quite quickly. Also, education videos are coming each week for everybody that's interested in learning these tools. We have also a learning hub. Here we post, for now, we got a new education guru, Luxury. I'm so happy that he's with us. He's really a legend, really knows how to explain things, really does good educational videos. And here you can, like, what's absorption. Here he did a breakthrough on using the terminal every day, and so on and so on. So you get, here you can see he posted now every day. Yesterday he posted, today he posted. Sometimes it's mainly at least one video, educational video a week. So you got a lot. Like, I don't know if there's a tool out there that also provides you learning streams. You have streams every day almost. Here is the schedule for this week for events. Tomorrow it's my turn. On your close, we have a session. Then again, Monday morning, Tuesday it's Michael, New York Open session, and so on. So a lot of advantage is provided here over other trading tools, because as I mentioned, this is like a whole ecosystems. We are like a whole family helping out each other. Sessions, education videos, actually the MMT, just the terminal is a whole universe on its own, and then we are here to help everything out, to help the members, and so on and so on. So yeah, the academy videos are great. Thank you Los Grills. Gomez, if you have 1 year, then you should have the MMT Pro, and just contact in general chat CapTrack. He will guide you. Hell yeah, fast lap hitting TPs while walking the dog is the way to go. Yeah, fast lap. Legend, haven't heard from you for a while, man. But yeah, let's see. There's something interesting happening here. You got some limit support provided on order book. You are still above the point of control of the day. No major liquidations happened actually today, which is kind of odd, but okay. No threshold has been, you can see on the liquidations, I have a threshold set where it colors my tick once a threshold has been broken. And this is actually when usually price reverts on these major liquidation levels. But here you can see almost no major liquidations from short, from longs. You got a couple of them, but no major one tick, one push or one drop that made really big, enormous liquidations on the 15 minute time frame, of course. Yeah, you got here some support, but this looks like are just poofs. You got a limit, price bounces up. You got a limit, price drops down. So these are, you can see it again. They deleted that limit, so these are just poofs to kind of range the price or build up liquidity, maybe get in bigger shorts, bigger longs, and then they make the move. For now, nothing interesting, honestly. Let's check out the liquidation heat map. Where does the liquidity? So you can see on the lower time frame, of course, it's obvious where the liquidity lies. It's around below those equal lows. So there is a lot of liquidity. First liquidation level has been hit, and this is where we got the small bouncy. But yeah, most and bigger liquidity pool is around that 88.4, 88.6. So this would come back 88.4. You can see that's near our order block, and that's near also the naked point of control that we have here below. All in all, good. Their net, so CapTrack may be well intentioned, but he is nervous and lacks patience with people. Barakat, yeah, you have to. I mean, you have to understand the guy. When I type him at 1 o'clock in the morning or at 1 o'clock at noon or whenever I type to him in Discord, he's always there. He's always working, providing, getting feedbacks from members, and he has a family. So, I mean, but he lives for MMT. So you have to balance that out. So even I'm really good with people. I really have patience. But with that amount of work that they're doing with MMT and providing value for the members, yeah, and having also balanced life for family, you have to know that even a small thing a stupid thing can trigger you and maybe not be that good at communicating. But you must understand that he is doing the best he can, and he is doing really good with the time he spends and the time he like just adds to making MMT better. He's really good. So yeah, I hope that kind of helps you out how to understand CapTrack. But in all, he's doing his really best to provide the best quality on MMT, to accept every feedback. So yeah, I mean, find me a tool where you get hundreds and hundreds DMs a day. yeah, probably a lot of those developers or whatever, they will just ignore you. So yeah, he's doing really, really, really good. Awesome job. So again, if CapTrack is listening to us, salute. But he's a very good person and good support. I agree with you. Yeah. Thank you, Barakat. Thank you. Okay, let's say liquidation. So lower time frame, we got the liquidity back down. Higher time frame, we still got the upper liquidity at that 91.5. This is the area I have been mentioning that is also a high volume region. I'll show you that here just in a sec. So if you check out that 90, yeah, here we got it. If you check out, this is the high, so this blue area is a high volume region from that 1 hourly candle, 91.5, 91.7. So we got here a nice volume area supported with also liquidation heat map. So we got a lot of liquidity again resting above that high. Higher time frame liquidity honestly has been taken out. Liquidity taken out, liquidity. So every time that higher time frame liquidity gets tapped into, you get in almost an instant bounce. Mid time frame, same. Most of that liquidity was already flushed out from the lower part. Honestly, as I mentioned, if we get that lower hourly order block and get a decent pump to the upside to fill all of those Coinbase limits up. Let's see to where those limits are. Heatmap spot, Coinbase. Yeah, those limits are up to 91K, and then we can push it a little bit higher. So this might bring us back to that 91.5K area. So we got some decent trading plans. Currently on the daily TPO profile, we got poor lows, naked point of control waiting for us. This is also the poor lows will be cleared out with the move down to our order block here down. So this is actually again additional confluence for why I would like first to tap to the low, clear the point of control, and go back up. 88K. Yeah, this is basically it. And you also have a discrepancy on yesterday's volume profile and TPO profile. You have a discrepancy. So the volume profile is higher, the time point of control is lower. Usually when that happens, you clear out both of them. So we got a high chance of tapping the lower time point of control, which is again right here, where on this chart it's the volume point of control at that 87.8K. This would be a really nice week if we could get that. Really amazing. On the weekly TPO, you got the weekly imbalance that would also be filled out as mentioned at that 91.5K. We got nice single prints here that would also be filled out. You would get the liquidity, you would get the high volume zone, like a lot of confluences back there. So all in all, I think we went over most of the things on Bitcoin, and my main plan how I would now trade this. So as I said, a quick recap, we have nice order blocks, we have nice high volume zones, nice areas to trade. For me, in my opinion, how I would like to see price, again, I won't trade like that. I will trade level. If some other level will be hit first, I will try to trade that. This is just how I would like price action to look for. Let's say we range a little bit here, tap the upper previous point of control of today's volume profile, go back down, quick wick inside the volume pocket, range above the order block, not closing a 4-hourly candle below or 6-hourly, 8-hourly, no higher time frame candles, ranging a little bit, providing bullish CVD, let's say aggressive shorts coming in, just so we have fuel to bounce. Then I think we can go back up, take out this high, go back inside the high volume zone, or push even higher to the 95K region. 95K region honestly would not be that bad. This would be quite an awesome move of, yeah, quite a lot. 7-8%, really good. So this is a quick feedback, guys, from me. And let's see what happens. So looks like FOMC conference started or ended, I don't know. But we got a nice move to the downside. Hopefully we get the lower move. As I mentioned, if we come back to that daily to that lower order block, I won't be trading this high volume node at the 89k. The price action would not look good to me. So yeah, we got our levels. Everybody that wants to come and have fun with us, you are always welcome. But yeah, that's all for me, guys. Happy trading week on. I hope you massive profits in the next days or today even. So yeah, have fun, guys, and pump up the likes if you like the content that we are creating, the live streams, and see you all next week. Probably with you is Michael on Wednesday, so don't miss out on that. Yeah, safe trading, guys, and have fun. Bye bye.